Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting tutorial. By the end of this video, you will be able to model this and apply interesting finishing to this model. So let's jump right into the action and begin the tutorial. So this is the empty scene. I will begin. I'll create a plane, Shift A, plane, press N on my keyboard. And I'll select item so I can edit the dimension. So the X value will be 28 and the Y will be 8 centimeter. Let's go closer. And then the height, let's press tab E to extrude, and the height will be 30 centimeter. So this is my rough dimension reference. Okay, so what I would like to do is Shift D to duplicate and then just move it back. Okay, and I will work on this one. All right, if I go to my front view and in my wireframe mode, we can start to modify this. Press tab to edit, and I'll press Ctrl R, use the mouse wheel so I can add three loop cuts. Okay, now what I can do is select the top one and just bring it, scale it inwards. Okay, without changing the depth. Okay, the same thing I will do for the bottom. Press S and then use the middle mouse button, click it so the red line is highlighted, so I'm only scaling it in the x-axis. Okay, so if I go to my front view and let's adjust the middle loop and press scale, middle mouse button click, and then bring it out just a little bit so that I get that curve. Okay, and now this one, the top one, I can just bring it down. Okay, somewhere here, then scale it in furthermore, and then E to extrude, bring it up, middle mouse button click so it is sticking to the Z axis, and then scale it inward slightly, and then scale extrude again and extrude one more time, and this time I can just scale it in all direction. Okay, and as you can see the scale value, let's collapse the scale, Control A, select rotation and scale. So my scale value is 1 and rotation is 0, so we are all good. So we are getting the shape, so let's modify it further. Press tab and I'll select the vertices and then just bring it in further without changing the depth, just in the x-axis. Okay, this is good. Now we can start to add more detail to it. So I'll go into the face selection mode. I'll select the face, shift click, add to the selection. I'll do the same thing from here, shift click, add to the selection. Okay, now if I press I can inset it inwards. Okay, maybe this much. Okay, if I go to my front view, I can just move this up, press G and Z, and just move it up. Yeah, and now while this side of faces and this side of the faces are selected, the cool thing that Blender offers is if we go to edge and select bridge edge loops. Aha! So it creates this ring effect for us. Okay, and this is what I wanted. Okay, now if we press Control 2, go to the object mode first. Make sure we are in the object mode. Select, and then we can add subdivision modifier. Add one more level. Okay, as you can see, we need to add more detail so we can control the shape. Okay, so let's begin. Control R, and then bring this closer all the way here. Control R, bring this closer all the way here. As you can see, we are getting the shape. Okay, and let's click this button over here so I can see the actual mesh. And what I can do is I would like to select all of these faces on the inside. So the easy way is go to the face selection mode and then bring the mouse closer to any of the edge, and then alt click will select the entire face ring. Okay, now I can press I to inset, and then I can just inset it. So I get this edge loop from both sides. This is good. And what I can do now, the bottom face, select, shift select, press I to inset so it can hold the shape better, and press tab so we can see it is holding the shape better. And then we can add one edge loop over here. Control R so that it can hold the shape better. As you can see, it has tightened up the edges. Same thing I can do over on this side. Yeah, okay, it's good. Now the top part, let's make this rounded. The way we can do is go to the vertex mode, select two vertices on this side, and then let's select shift and drag to select these two vertices, and then scale it inwards. Okay, so let's add these two as well. Let's include this side as well, and then scale it inwards. All right, and now we need to add one more edge loop in the center, or maybe two. Okay, and right click, and now in the wireframe mode, let me select these vertices. Okay, and then scale it outwards just to get a little bit of a rounded shape. And then let's bring this even closer. Let's select the face. Then select the face and select the face. So that makes it easy. And scale it inwards, and then scale it outwards. So now we're getting that round shape. Okay, that is good. Further, what we can do is select the edge ring over here. All right, and let's scale it inwards, and Control B so we can add a bevel, and now you can see we're getting that effect over here. And let's expand this further, move it up slightly. Okay, and now this part over here, let's inset. While this top face is selected, let's press I to inset, press I again, press I again. I did it multiple times in order to get my edge loops, and then press E to extrude, and I'll extrude it downwards. Now, as you can see, it doesn't look right, so we can scale it. So we can hide it, okay? All right, and then further we can push it in and scale it further. Okay, that is good. Either we can delete this face, or we can just add more detail to it so that it remains tight. The best way is to delete the face. We won't see it, and when we subdivide it, let's see how it looks. Press tab, and it looks good. Yeah. Now over here we can select this edge over here and select this edge over here, and then scale it inwards slightly so that it follows the shape nicely. Okay, it's looking good. All right, I think we have successfully completed the modeling. Now let's add the finishes to it. Okay, so the way we will be doing it, we will apply two different finishes. So press tab, and let's come over here. I will start with the inner ring. We already learned how to select the face ring, so we'll go into the face selection mode, bring the mouse closer to one of the edges, alt click. So the face is selected. Now how about if I want to add one more ring to the selections? So the way we do it, hold the shift, bring the mouse closer to any of the edges, and then alt click. Alright, same thing I will do from this side. Hold shift and then alt click on the edge, and now I have this selection. So this selected part, I will give a gold finish to it. So let's come down over here to the materials, click on it, and let's click new, and then let's rename this gold. Okay, and let's give something closer to the gold. Okay, fine. And let's come down, let's increase the metallic, and let's reduce the roughness. We can see the preview, expand the preview. So this is what the preview is. It's good. And just to be on the safer side, let's click on assign. Okay, now let's press invert the selection, Control I. So the selection is inverted, so this part will be white. So let's click on this plus and click on new. Let's rename this white. Okay, scroll down and let's reduce the roughness, maybe something like, as you can see, and let's click on assign. Okay, so now we would like to see, in order to see it, press the Z key and then click on material preview. Okay, and okay, so the model is, we need to make the model smooth. So the model is selected, right click, shade smooth, and now you can see. Okay, and we can play with the values. If we increase the metallic on this one slightly, so you get a nice looking, nice shiny looking vase. Okay, that is all good. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. See you in the next video. Take care and bye bye.